Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Okay, hands up how many people would like to lose 5 to 10 pounds. I'm imagining that every hand has gone up because weight loss after 60 can be such an interesting challenge. It doesn't seem, no matter what we do, we can't seem to lose those pounds. But there are some things we can do. And they, I think, primarily are small steps. Now, we can take dramatic action, of course, but I think the most important thing we can do is just to know how to look at healthy weight loss. Not dramatic. Now, Peg Doyle is one of our bloggers, and Peg has been writing for us for years and years, and I love her to bits. I mean, her work is so grounded and real, and she's just a great person to offer really tangible and helpful suggestions. Now, we know physically that losing 5 pounds, 10 pounds is going to be good for our health. It's going to be good for our joints. If you're getting those like little knee aches and pains and you've got a few extra pounds that you're carrying around, but what's the statistic she mentioned? Like something like for every 1 pound of body weight that you lose, you're reducing 4 pounds of pressure weight on your knees and your hips and your body. So it makes a big difference. 1 pound makes a very big difference. 5 pounds makes an even bigger change. So I think that's the thing, is it's not 50 pounds you have to lose, or 20. I mean, that may be your goal long term, but it's not going to be, in her opinion, and actually I agree with her, the answer. Now, okay, we can all go back and say, okay, well, we're not going to, cut out. We're going to cut out on the sweets and the cookies, Margaret, and we're not going to do this and this and this. And the negative always turns us inside out with guilt when we succumb to that extra cookie or that extra delicacy, and we just don't have that sense of pride that just losing some weight can give us. Diabetes, for example, blood pressure, all these things can be helped by losing some weight. Now, I'm not going to go on preachy that, I lost some weight and da-da-da, but it's true. I did lose some weight after I had my liver situation about a year ago, and it really, really helped. My numbers went down for the pre-diabetic thing, that state of health that I was in, and my blood pressure has gotten a little bit under control. I think I'm going to live with that forever and ever. But anyway, saying the no patterns is not the way. What are the things? What are the things you can do? I'm going to go on my notes here. I mean, blood pressure, of course, diabetes. And actually, the weight loss is a huge element of diabetes, and that is a big challenge for a lot of women in our community. And as I mentioned, I was actually I was diagnosed pre-diabetic about 2 years ago, and now those numbers are really reduced. And I do attribute it a lot to my losing weight. And it's not so much losing weight, it's changes in my diet that led to the weight loss, which I think is where we need to go with this. Again, small steps, small actions are going to take you to the most the best place. Say, okay, I'm not going to lose 5 pounds. I'm going to lose 1 pound. I'm going to lose 2 pounds. And I'm not saying step on the scale every 5 minutes. In fact, that's one of the things that Peg says not to do. But so if you set the goal at a realistic number and then you achieve it, not only do you have the benefit of that weight loss, but you also have the sense of accomplishment and pride that's really, really important. So change your language. Tell yourself that you are going to do something positive rather than you're going to do something negative. I'm not going to eat the sweets. I'm not going to do that. I mean, it's all around, I'm going to establish a healthier lifestyle. And I know this is like boring, because we've talked about it a gazillion times. And what can I say? I mean, there is no magic bullet. I'm just encouraging you to do what I'm trying to do, which is to, instead of saying the negatives, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to have this luxury or this little treat. Just, follow the French women. I know there's been articles written on this, that French women succeed at keeping their weight in check because they nibble. If there's a croissant in front of them or a pain au raisin, they don't eat the whole thing. They just take a little slice of it. They enjoy it. They love it, and they move on. And it's just that idea of knowing how to fulfill your little passions. I mean, don't give them up. That's what makes life interesting. And heaven knows I've actually eaten a whole pain au raisin, and I feel good about it because I love them. And then I just make the effort to walk a bit further, take a bit of time for exercise. There's all kinds of things you can do to balance. So focus on your habits. And some of those other habits include things like avoiding certain foods. Well, processed food for one thing, and a lot of drinks, a lot of things that you get or you do get addicted to them sometimes, but you get to like them more than anything. Are full of sugar. So watch your sugar intake. Watch the amount of processed food that you're eating. Try to cook at home. I know it's that's not as interesting as buying food to bring in. It's already ready made, or you want to go to a restaurant or a place, a cafe where you can have a sandwich that you always have purchased. And those cycles of behavior just need to be adjusted a little bit. And of course, the other thing that Peg mentions is to watch your eating style. I mean, do you gobble your food down really fast and then you look at the plate and you think, did I actually just eat that? I mean, where did it go? Like, you have no memory of actually eating the food. What size plate do you use? That was one of my big moves about 5 years ago. I decided to just give away all my plates and just use small ones. Having said that, I just bought some really beautiful plates and they're big, but you know what I'm saying was watch the plate size, watch the portion size, watch how you're eating, like the number of, mouthfuls you gobble down without, unconsciously. And of course, select your food carefully. I'm very super fortunate that I live in a culture now in Switzerland, in Europe, which is a little different. Now, I don't have a car, for example, and I know I can't compare this. I can't say, don't drive to Whole Foods or don't drive to Trader Joe's. It's all you can do sometimes in the States and Canada and other places. But in Europe, we shop locally. It's just a style. I mean, I have a little shop across the street, literally, where I can get most of my, milk and yogurt, and they do the best yogurt, really healthy foods. And then I go into town where they have markets on several days a week. Or just there's a one place very close to the train station that is got fresh vegetables all the time. It's like a market stall in the mall. It's really kind of interesting. So you can always buy fresh foods. Buy foods that are in season. Like if there's a big, if cherries are in season, or plums or apples or whatever in your own country, buy them locally. And I'm preaching to the choir because I know a lot of you do this, and a lot of you are far more thoughtful about it and a lot more in the habit of doing it than even I am in this culture. You've made your way through your own world, and you buy good food, and that's the thing. So shop. I basically do shop every day almost for like fresh fish, or if there's something on special, I'll buy it daily. And I also look for sale items, of course, and I look for things that are like, we have a really cool grocery store, and I'm sure you have them too, where they choose like 2 or 3 items a week, and it's at 1 franc, like £1. And it could be something like a mango, like a mango that normally costs £4 or 4 francs is now just one, or a bag of oranges, or a bag of apples, literally a bag for £1, 1 franc. And you just have to look for those bargains. I'm sure you found them everywhere, but you know what I'm saying. Eat fruits, vegetables, nature's way. Okay, I'm looking down my list and I'm like avoiding this one. Avoid night eating. Oh, this is crazy. She says that you should drink or eat nothing but water 3 hours before you go to sleep. 3 hours. I'm literally nibbling an hour before I go to sleep. But I mean, this is how important it is to be aware. I'm not saying that everyone's gonna do this, but that's the ideal, is to not eat anything for 3 hours before you go to sleep. Okay, I'm just reading what they say here. Do not continue snacking into the night. And I mean, of course, you know me, I have my segmented sleep. So I wake up at 3, have a cup of tea and a cookie, read a book, do some knitting, go back to sleep till 5. I just do that. But we all have our styles, don't we? And again, the thing is, it's like the recycling message that I talk about all the time. Go to your cupboard, pull out everything that's like is dated, or those bags of Pano Madeleines or little things I bought, like snacking things. I had 3 of them, and then I don't really want any more, but there's like 10 more in the bag. Now, my grandkids are very good at helping me with this. But you know what I'm saying. You've got to choose food wisely, stock up on the taste that you like, and just don't buy things that are not ever going to get eaten or used. What did I just buy recently? Actually, it was some salad, and it was just not a good quality. It was it's all I could find in the shop, and I ended up throwing it away, or most of it. I had one salad, and that was it. So I'd rather to buy a small little bag, than a big bargain bag, and then get one that I will eat 3 meals from. You know the story. But anyway, I'd love your feedback on this. What do you think? What small steps are you taking to lose some weight? And we've circled back around all about food and eating and whatever, but it's all back to eating that gives you an exercise. Of course, I didn't mention that. That's a whole other topic. But walking for me is my primary exercise. There's going to be that combination of habits and changes that help you to lose those extra pounds. What do you think? What are you doing? Are you trying to lose a couple of pounds, 2 or 3, 1 pound? And what are you doing to change some of those habits? I'm interested. I would like to learn from you as well. Okay, everybody. Well, have a fabulous, fabulous day wherever you are in this gorgeous world. Go out and have a lovely morning, day, afternoon, wherever you are. Know that I care about you. I respect you. I want us to all be healthy and live fun and long lives. And just know how precious you are to me, every single one of you. You know this. I tell you this all the time. I mean it all the time. Okay, love. Take good care, everybody. Lots of love.